Hey guys, today we're going to be going over what a greatest common factor is. And this is basically just an extension of what we learned Monday with prime factorization. So what is a greatest common factor? The GCF is the greatest number that is a factor of two or more numbers. You can find this using factor trees where you will get the prime factorization of each number. Then you'll find all of the common prime factors and then multiply all those common factors you found. You can do the same with the factor ladder. You'll make an upside down division problem, divide each number by a common factor until the only number you can divide by is 1, and then you'll multiply all the factors you used or the numbers that are left. All right, so let's look at the GCF of 4 and 6. So I'm going to start by making a factor tree for 4 and then a factor tree for 6. So 4 can be split up into 2 and 2 because 2 times 2 is 4. And then 6 can be split up into 2 and 3. Now I'm going to do the factor ladder. I have 4 right here. If I divide 4 by 2, I will get 2. And if I have 6, if I divide 6 by 2, I will get 3. Oh my gosh, okay. So the prime factorization or the common factors of 4 is 2 and 2, while the common factors of 6 are 2 and 3. So now I have to go through here and pick the number that fits into both of these, or goes into both of these. So 2 goes into 6, and 2 goes into 4, and that is the greatest number, or really the only option. So I will say the GCF of 4 and 6 is 2. All right, now we're going to move down to a slightly bigger amount. So let's start with 32. So 32 can be split up into 2 and 16. 16 can be split up into 2 and 8. 8 can be split up into 2 and 4. And then 4 can be split up into 2 and 2. So I can say the prime factorization for 32 is 2 to the power 5, or 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. So now what I want to do is I want to multiply each of these times each other so I can see what my possible GCFs are. So 2 times 2 gives me 4. 2 times 2 times 2 gives me 8. 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 will give me 16. So the possible factors for 32 are 2, 4, 8, and 16, which we also got from right here. 2, 4, 8, 16. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing, but with 36. So 36 can be split into 2 and 18. 18 can be split into 2 and 9. And then 9 can be split into 3 and 3. So I could say that 36, the prime factorization is 2 squared and 3 squared. But now we're going to multiply these numbers together to get our possible GCFs. So 2 times 2 is 4. That's a possible one. 2 times 3 is 6. That's another factor. 2 times 2 times 3 is 12. And then if I did 2 times 2 times 3 times 3, I would get 36. So I have 18 here as a factor. I have 9 as a factor, 3 as a factor, 2 as a factor, 4, 6, and 12. So now I'm going to go ahead and write that out. So then 36, the factor lists are 2, 3, 4, 6, 9, and 12. Oh, and 18. Okay, now I can go ahead and erase this and do the same thing, but with my factor ladder. So 32. 32 divided by 2 is 16. 16 divided by 2 is 8. 8 divided by 2 is 4. 4 divided by 2 is 2. So that's what gives me my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 2s. Same with 36. 36 divided by 2 is 18. 18 divided by 2 is 9. And then I can split 9 into 3, which will give me 3. So I'll have my 1, 2 2s and my 2 3s. So now that I have that figured out, I want to look and see what is the biggest common factor that can go into both of these numbers. So 18 does not go into 32. 12 does not go into 32. 16 does not go into 36. 9 does not go into 32. 8 does not go into 36. 6 does not go into 32. But 4 goes into 36 and goes into 32. So I can say that the GCF of 32 and 36 is 4. So now I'm going to do the same thing, but this time with 14 and 30. So I'm going to start with 14, and then I will do 30 over here. 14 can be split into 2 and 7. 2 is a prime number and 7 is a prime number, so this cannot be split up anymore. 2 times 7 will give me 14. So for 14, I can write out that my common factors are 2 and 7. 30, this will probably have quite a few more factors. 2 can be split into 2 and 15 can be split into 3 and 5. All right, 2 times 3 will give me 6. 2 times 5 will give me 10. 2 times 3 is 6. 6 times 5 is 30, which is how we would get 30. So now I'm going to go through and highlight all of my possible factors. I have 2, 3, 5, 15, 6, and 10. So I'm going to write them over here. 2, 3, 5, 6, 10, 15. Now I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing, but using the factor ladder. I have 14 here. 14 divided by 2 is 7. Then I have 30 over here. 30 divided by 2 is 15. 15 divided by 3 is 5. And then this cannot be split up anymore. So now I'm going to look over here at my GCFs. 15 does not go into 14. 10 does not go into 14. 7 does not go into 30. 6 does not go into 14. 5 does not go into 14. 3 does not go into 14. However, 2, that was not what I wanted to do. 2 goes into 30 and 14, and it is the greatest number that goes into both of these. So I can say the GCF is 14 and 30 is 2.